two things related to procedural justice. One is how to really institute it into organizations. Second was about really defining what procedural justice is at its core, which is really us believing that everyone has equal intrinsic value. Because what we mean by equal intrinsic value is not just you as a human being, what you mean here on earth, but it's really about your value to society, your value to an organization. It's that perception that I think shapes a lot of decisions and a lot of encounters, both inside the organization and out.
Button right here. Watch it happen when I press it. It's on, right? Now it's on solid. You press it again, it flicks. All right. Now throw some air.
Where personal safety is threatened or someone is hurt or injured, tap the red-colored emergency button feature to send NUPD an emergency alert. Your name and contact information will also be displayed as your emergency alert is dialing the NUPD dispatcher.
Incredible.
A sea of blue on the streets of Boston. All to honor those who can't be here to pedal with them.
There's 3 of my best friends died in the line of duty.
The 4th annual Ride to Remember.
The federal government and the immigration department in the U.S. is not going to call your cell phone for any information.
They said it is if you don't give the information.
So as you can see, these two bikes here, they weren't properly locked up. The U-lock here should be in the back. Hey, please stop! Get back here!
Our emergency management unit has put together a handy emergency guidebook for students, staff, and faculty. It was designed to give members of the university community a ready reference on how to respond in case of an emergency situation on or near the campus.
Securing your pipe is just a cable lock, which isn't going to cut it. Some guy like me is going to come along and cut it. Smarten up, Huskies.
Yeah, well that reminds me, we're going to start a brand new social media campaign. On Wednesdays, it's going to be called What If, hashtag What If, and it's going to be presented by a member of the department, so you'll get a face and a name to go with. So I think it's a good idea.
Sounds good.
Well, of course it sounds good, Sweeney, I thought.
Hire someone, we're not just bringing someone on board of this team per se, they're becoming part owner of this organization. Me and the deputy have a perpetual conversation about how special this is, how special what's happening in this organization is, and how we really are embodying the society we want to create. And that's what we've been about now for, the better part of 3 years since I've been here, and honestly well before that. But there's been a huge transition in this organization. successes we've had over the last year in particular, this has been the best year yet, and we're just getting started. You see, we can't build these great things if we don't value everyone equally. That's why we're wearing silver. That's why Frank was going to don a silver badge today. Because he is not changing levels, right? He's changing roles to support in what everyone is looking to accomplish here. We pride ourselves on that. We are successful in who we are as someone who believes that everyone has equal intrinsic value. We believe that experience and the experience we create for others matter. And we believe that to be the bedrock of how we exist.
And as a pedestrian, do you have the responsibility to get your face out of your phones and pay attention? And the answer to that is, you bet your backside you do. Now smarten up, Huskies. Know how the Pats keep winning Super Bowls by doing their job? Yeah, well, let the plow drivers and all the good folks in the Public Works Department do theirs. And if you're starting to lose sensation in your fingers, your toes, get inside, knucklehead. It's called early signs of hypothermia. All right, there's your quick heads up. Now, go Huskies.
And I'm pretty proud of our hiring process. Thank you, Adam. I'm most proud of what it's been yielding. It's been yielding people that have a wealth of experience and that really understand what we're trying to accomplish here. As I mentioned before, we know we're at a critical moment in the juncture of policing. But for us, it's an opportunity to shine, to show what we're about, show that we're about engagement, we're about valuing everyone equally, and we're about displaying what is possible with the police department. Really, it is. That's really the work. And so today is another day of celebration.
Hey, Officer Chason, it's Funny Friday. You got a joke for us?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Did you hear the one about the magician who was driving down the street and he turned into a driveway?
Spring break is here, and it's time to have some fun, and you deserve it. The goal is to recharge your batteries and get back here safe and sound. No matter where you are, spring break, have a plan. Be prepared. All right, enough said. Go Huskies!
Can you tell me, what's the difference between apathy and ignorance?
No, tell me.
I don't know. I don't care.
Nice.
So I'm here with a member of NUPD. How are you enjoying Relay so far?
Oh, it's great. We're raising a lot of money. A lot of people are having fun with our event here. So yeah, it's going on.
Can you tell me about your event?
Yeah, so what this is, we're raising money. Friends can't have their friends arrested, and it costs $5 to put your friend in jail. And as you see, we have some inmates, and then it costs $5 to get your friend out of jail.
Have you guys done Relay before?
We have. I believe this is our 4th year doing it. And yeah, we're getting more involved every year with it. This seems to be a big hit. we did this last year, and we brought it back because it had a lot of success.
Sergeant Gruda,
Yes,
it's Funny Friday. You got a joke for us?
I do.
What's that?
Two antennas got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent.
What is your purpose? That's the thing I think everyone in life ought to find. If you don't find it, there's a gaping hole in your existence, I believe. At this moment, you are at your best iteration of a police officer you can be, as you stand here. You're the most physically fit, perhaps you've ever been. Your minds are packed with the knowledge. You have the skill sets to operate all the tools on your belt. You can operate a motor vehicle. You know the laws. But tomorrow, you have to work to become all the better. Time and change affects everybody. If you stand still and don't evolve, you become irrelevant. You become less than you're capable of being. In this profession, we have to. If you don't evolve, you become less relevant, and you can't serve to the level by which you're capable. Your right hand, please. I do solemnly swear.
Solemnly swear.
One of the things the deputy and I are most excited about is our leadership team that we're amassing, because of the potential it represents and what we've already seen in terms of leadership demonstrated.
Everyone's from last year? Really? Right where he's sitting. And who sits here is a sergeant. Everybody what they're supposed to do for the day. And he also tells everybody what happened while they were home. Book, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. So all of these things.
You guys all that. Do this. Can you guys see the fingerprint flowing? I put the flow in our powder.
You guys want to drive a police car?
Officer pressed like the loud sound and I jumped.
Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors?
Don't know.
Because if it had 4 doors, it'd be a chicken sedan.
There's more folks getting scammed out there than you can shake a stick at.
What is a scam?
It's a fraudulent scheme, trick, racket, hustle, flim-flam, a shakedown, all crafted to dupe you out of your hard-earned money. So do your homework by going to this site here and smarten up Husky.
Yeah, why didn't the skeleton cross the road?
Why?
Because he didn't have the guts to.
Yeah, our unit also just recently developed a booklet. It's called Officer Billy B. So came up with the idea of, I have this book that I illustrated and wrote years ago that I've just been kind of collecting dust, that everybody's been telling me that I should do something with it. I saw this opportunity to change the character a little bit, and we put Billy B in a police uniform. So now it's Officer Billy B, and he's dressed in a uniform. And it's a story about a police officer and some of the different things that he does to try to educate children.
Celebrate 3 main things. Number 1, we're celebrating the department, because we always feel that when we have these events, we leave the door better than when we came in. The second thing we're celebrating is SSU and the work they're doing. And it's not just the quality of work that we talk about when they're solving cases. That's really just the beginning of the work. But it's how they complete a story and they make it an experience and a positive experience for everyone they're involved with. So whether it's the subject that's being arrested, the witness, or the reporter who's involved with them, everyone leaves the police station thinking higher of us than they did when they came in. And that's a very important thing.
It is not the fact that we're making the arrest that's so astonishing, although sometimes it is, right? But it's the manner in which we actually do the job, right?
There you go. He's just pretending.
So what is this one? What pizza are you making now?
Fig prosciutto.
This is the favorite of the day, right?
Yep.
Funny Friday, you got a joke for us?
Yes, I do. What did the cell phone say to his fiance?
What?
Hey, I'll give you a ring. Can you still go down the storm drain?
I know. Can we block off the storm to the sewer drain or something?
That's so cool. Yay!
Detective Janice,
Hey,
it's Funny Friday, you got a joke for us?
I might. Did you hear about the guy who lost his whole left side?
No.
He's alright now.
Ha!
What washes up on tiny beaches?
What's that?
Microwave.
Things that I like to call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. Do you guys see Thing 1 and Thing 2? Yeah. Where are they? Thing 1 and Thing 2.
If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Our new campaign is going to help people like you plan and prepare. So be on the lookout for new installments of NUPD's Have a Plan.
Exciting!
Yes, it is exciting. Now get back to work.
Hey, Officer Donner. Hey, buddy. It's Funny Friday. You got a joke for us?
I do. So, how do the police chase flies away?
How?
Called a SWAT.
Hopefully they measured twice.
Every time we have one of these ceremonies, there's something special about it, unique, and today there's no difference, right? There's no better example of two officers who represent who we are than those who are standing here before us. I had the opportunity to speak to some parents today, and I kind of gave them an explanation of how we're different than most police departments, right? And we say that everything that we stand for is valuing individuals that we engage with. So we recruit, we hire, and we promote based on one thing, how much you value other people. And with Tim and August standing here before us, there's no better example of NUPD than these two individuals. If you want to know what we're about, who we are, what we stand for, take a couple minutes and speak to them.
Whatever you do in life, always give 100%, unless you're giving blood.
Nice!
Yep.
It's Funny Friday. You got a joke for us?
Yeah, what do you call a cop's head?
What?
Undercover cop.
Nice!
Northeastern is a really interesting campus because we're in the middle of a city, but we have a contained campus, which is something that I was looking for as a student. It's really nice when an NUPD officer will come to the floor meeting, kind of give their perspective and their role, what they can do for our residents, their presence in general on campus, to have that kind of perspective and have our residents be able to put names and faces to officers and know that their presence doesn't necessarily have to be just about policy enforcement, that our officers, our detectives genuinely care about who we are and what we're doing at the university here, and I think that that's, again, really special.
No justice!